Hello everybody, my name is Oruche Precious, popularly called Mama P. Bad person to bad people. This video, I'm gonna help me share. I'm gonna help me tag Inspector General of Police, IGP Detention. Gonna help me ask her what if protesters do and where be say they treat them like animals. See that protest is no longer a fundamental human right. Then we know they protest again. If you see the way when they beat this boy to back, people will see and not believe say he survived. They were matching his head, eating him with gun. The boy would have run away, but he no say if he runs. The other person where they beat, that person not go see who go help him out. If he even forget the person, we not go know so they carry the person. So as a popular person, he stay back, follow, collect the beat. In fact, they leave the person face on. Beat shege come up for an eye, detain her. What did he do? Free Nnamdi Kanu. Free Nnamdi Kanu. That's all. No weapon, no wood, no nothing, just flag. IGP Detention. Do you people know that some persons were not released yesterday? I'm just getting to find out. Because my own was Tuma. Tuma, where's Tuma? They must bring Tuma. Some persons were not released yesterday. Oh. They were not released yesterday. Oh. Everybody come outside. Oh. Everybody tag them. Oh. Some persons were not released yesterday. In fact, to show you how wicked these motherfuckers are, they were not kept in the regular detention facility. Maybe it's a police station now. They keep them for behind or keep them for say no. They took them to the infamous SAS abattoir, where hardened criminals are kept, a place of torture. That's where they took peaceful protesters to. IGP Detention, you cannot intimidate us. We are not scared of you. I, Precious Oruche, I'm not scared of you. What you are doing is wrong. And I'll go kill anybody who support your acts of wickedness towards peaceful protesters. Yes, if you have a beef with somebody because he call you illegal IG, because your tenure expired, they increase them magically, suddenly. If you have a problem with him, have a problem with him. We that are agitating for what we believe in, we have our rights. What you are doing looks personal. You carry on Nnamdi Kanu, brother. Welcome out for peaceful demonstration for your own brother. You keep on for SAS abattoir. You carry a lawyer. You keep on for SAS abattoir. And the 11 others, you pack all of them. You keep them where hardened criminals. Reports reaching me now and said that they carry them, they get Kuje magistrate courts. They are taking them so that from them the alleged grand plan of remanding them in Kuje prison will be achieved. IGP Detention left for me with commands the court. Y'all need to know we are no longer scared. Arrest now water. No, attack them! Take the Nigerian police force. If you have the number of the Nigerian police, call him and tell him to stop this wickedness. Give them no peace. What law have they broken? These are idiots. People when get come for brain, they talk say the case is in court. The court has said releasing them the Kanu. The court says that they don't respect the court. And when they reach poor man, but the law go stand like prick. Tag the IGP. Stop this wickedness, okay? I bet so cool. Even if my message where they send you, they use your mind and your brain. They not say life day after IGP. Hope your harassment don't die, so everybody go leave these positions.
Before the protest, I was one of those who said, look, let those who, Southeasterners keep away. And the reason why I said that was that when Showore started calling names of P2B, trying to rub him in the mud, and I said to somebody, jokingly, I said, if P2B shows there, they will either kill him or arrest him. And the next thing is that they will charge him for treason. So for me, the protest did not achieve what it was meant to achieve. But one thing I like the protest for is that we have moved it from the southeast to the seat of power. And that's what I've always told the people in the southeast. Those who declare sit at home, I say, you cannot declare sit at home in the southeast and you expect it to affect the federal government. Declare it in the, come to the Abuja and declare. Or you say that all Igbos who are trading in Nigeria, everybody don't open your shops, then it will affect the government. So what they were doing in the southeast was actually killing the southeast rather than protecting and elevating the south.
But do you think that particular call on Monday will ever hold water, given the fact that the ED of the Lagos Trade Fair, say something yesterday that Igbos, who happens to be the majority persons trading in that trade fair, should try their best not to be part of the protest? Talking about the fragility of the trade fair and its complex at this point.
Well, if you look at it from that point, everybody's protecting themselves. But I am telling you, that's why we have a problem in Ebola. First problem we have is that, what is it? The Igbos have no leader. And unfortunately, the people you see today parading themselves as leaders are not leaders. These are psychopaths. And that is where the problem of the Igbo man starts. The Igbos have no person who is speaking for them. The things that are happening in Igbo land cannot happen in the north. You see where the bandits sit down with government officials negotiating. Can it happen? Can you see IPOB sitting down in the southeast negotiating? It would not happen. Because you have a country that you're running two laws. One law is for the south, one law is for the north. And we must be very honest with ourselves when we say these things. The unity that these people keep talking about is not applicable in the southeast. It's not applicable. Even though some of us will try not to bring tribe and all sentiment into it, but it's getting to the point where we must begin to tell ourselves that for us to have a Nigeria that works, we must have the same law applying across.
Similar applying. Please, I want to ask you, and after that, I would like Elvis to have his take on this question now. Do you think that any level of pressure through protest mounted on the federal government will lead to the release of Nnamdi?
The only solution to the release of Nnamdi is political.
Is protest part of it?
No. It is political. Nnamdi is a political prisoner.
Okay.
There are other people who have said worse things than Nnamdi. Where you come from in Nigeria today, determines the kind of justice you get.
Please, I want you to answer my question directly. Do you think that any level of protest mounted? And I asked you, political solution, is protest part of the political solution?
No.
Okay, so
I do not believe in this protest.
That was the first question I asked.
I do not. You know why I do not believe in this protest?
Okay.
I do not believe in it because you cannot tell a child more about the father than the child. The man behind the people behind the protest, they're not even being sincere. Honestly speaking, they are not being sincere.
All right.
Let me finish. The only way I will see the sincerity in this protest is if Showore gets arrested and tried with the others.
The brutal suppression of protesters is against our laws. People are free to protest. And I'm sure this protest was very peaceful until police came in and then counter-protesters came in, as usual. You know, when government want to make trouble for you, they will create that trouble and still put it on your head. Because these other people that came with buses and all that, they were doing a counter-protest. That is what they were called to come and do, so that they will now say, these protesters, they are destroying things, they are doing this, they are doing that. It's wrong. The worst of it all is arrest of Nnamdi Kalu's lawyer. And the case is coming up in 2 days' time.
Okay. Now, I was going to ask you, the participation of the lawyer in a protest involving his clients, isn't that sub judice?
Yes. It is in two parts. As a human being, before a lawyer, he was a human being.
But the case, he's in court and he's known for representing that individual.
Yes, you know, we have rules of interpretation. The court or the government may choose. You know, when you have a case, it may be criminal or civil. So these rules of interpretation, the principles are applicable whichever way you want to look at it. One, this lawyer is free to participate in a protest as a human being, as a Nigerian.
As a Nigerian.
Yes. Then, secondly, as a lawyer, yes.
As a lawyer, he's also allowed to participate in a case that involves his client.
Yes.
That is in court, currently in court.
Yes, because one, in some jurisdictions is allowed, but in our jurisdiction they will call it sub judice.
So that's what it is in
Nigeria. And I pray they don't go through that route.
Why?
I pray.
He's been arrested. He has made a statement.
I pray because that will now jeopardize or complicate matters here. He needs to free himself before he can defend Nnamdi Kalu. That is what happened. So this is the truth. That's how we are going to look at it. Because they deliberately picked him. Meanwhile, the arrowhead of the protest was not even touched. Nobody asked him questions. Nothing. He was even challenging the police. Look, there are things I don't understand.
He has even gone to the filling station.
Yes.
Police station.
I was questioning them there, asking them why did they arrest him for, and nobody touched him, and they were looking at him. What do you think is going on here for God's sake?
What did you expect? I mean, if he ran away and they did not run, or did they run? Did Aloy Jimakor run?
But he ran away when they started shooting that rubber bullet or whatever.
Yes.
But later he went to the police to go and meet them. That he want to bear these people that they have.
Yeah, but he wasn't at the scene of the offense.
No.
If
If they are looking for you,
if they are looking for
if they are looking for you,
you show
They didn't say they were looking for him.
No, the question is why they're not looking for him.
No. Who is the arrowhead of the protest?
They
Who is
should
the
have.
arrowhead?
If you
But he has
arrested
the right to
people that were
protest.
if they have okay, the people that were arrested don't have the right to protest.
Because at that point they crossed the barricade.
The fact
They crossed where they were not supposed to cross. According to the law. According to the ex-party order.
The fact remains that he organized the protest. And whichever, even if it's tomorrow, they will still call his name that you are the one that caused this problem.
But the organization of the protest is not a crime.
Sorry?
The organization of the protest itself is
That
not
is
a
why
crime.
we are asking questions. Why did you arrest this people? And you are insisting that you take them to court. Meanwhile, the person who organized it, you are not even talking to
But the
him.
lawyer should have known better that he is the one handling this case. And he should
And he
have
should
played
have-
a sacred cow. He should have excused himself from this protest and watch from the fringes. Now, like you have said, this case is coming up in 2 days' time. I mean, 22nd or so.
And the lead
Yes,
counsel
that's
of the
true.
law.
Tomorrow, and he's now in police custody. So how will he even appear in court? The same person that we have been talking now, that his justice has been denied over the years, that will now lead to another adjournment if the law. If
No, anyway, he's the lead counsel and the other lawyers.
Let's see how they will interpret it. But
it
for me, I think he shouldn't have been part of that protest. He should have been working from the
I think he just needed to make a point.
No.
In solidarity with the protesters.
No, do you know one thing? This thing was characterized by emotion. Emotion. Imagine if a P2B has jumped to debate. Do you know that he would have been arrested yesterday? Or even tear gas?
It would have been worse than this.
What if the governors, the Southeast governors, join the protest and
They
all of
would
this,
have tear gas
they will
them.
tear gas them and they'll be
Yes.
running helter-skelter.
They
They
would
have
have tear gas
immunity. You cannot arrest them, by the way.
I know.
But there have been tear gas and
They
all
would
of
have,
that.
yeah, they would have tear gas them.
And some of them could have got caught, in harm's way.
Is this tear gas that killed Chuba Okadibo? After inhaling those dangerous substances, he didn't survive it. He didn't survive it. You see why I was telling people to be very, very careful. Nobody listen. Now the lawyer will free himself first before he can defend nothing. This government is terrible. Eh?
Is it the government that is terrible now, or the lawyer that misfired?
Both way, but it's the government that says they should arrest them. Somebody ordered the arrest. Somebody ordered the arrest.
Moses here is like they crossed the lines, Don't
Yes, there was a barricade. There was a barricade.
As long as we are not
No, don't go beyond it. Don't approach the National Assembly. Don't approach this place. And then the police barricaded those areas.
No,
that they were
but
not
you know
supposed
where
to
they
go
were.
to.
You know where they started shooting.
No.
At Utako, not even near the presence of the National Assembly.
And there is no place in second for protest. No place.
No, but the court
But there
has
was
said
a
don't
court
go beyond
order.
this place.
There was
At the
an
moment you
ex-party.
pay court order.
No, barrister.
but
Barrister.
should-
Two
should-
You can see what
But the issue is that
Okay,
They say you should protect the
hold
government
on.
and every one of us.
Okay, what was the reason for exempting those places? So that what would not happen?
But you know,
This is where you should even take the protest to.
No,
in the
no,
White
no,
House,
no.
people carry placards at the presence of the White
with the
House.
story that we had last week on the coup.
The ones they
Let's
will
put that
start
way. That could also ginger such thing that the government should say no.
No,
don't get nearer.
see, that is not the issue here. Is that the court said don't get close to Aso Rock, don't get close to the 3 Abs zone. Those people, where were they arrested? They were arrested in faraway Otako. That is the question. Why arrest them there? Because they were nowhere near the presence of the National Assembly. 3 Abs zone.
Shehu Shagari, what is there? Is somebody living there? No, tell me, Shehu Shagari way.
Oh well.
Is that they were telling them don't protest? That's the meaning. Because if you don't take the protest to where you will be heard, then what are you doing? What are you doing? And even at that, these protests, police are not. In fact, police they have created infamy for themselves. Seriously, they need to explain to Nigeria why Showore was not arrested, but the people he brought to the protest were all arrested and they are going to court now. How do you justify that? How do you justify that?
Like I said, they probably didn't run when they were supposed to run.
No, that's not an excuse, please.
It's not.